Alrighty, guys. Looks like we got time for one more baseball game, maybe two. Who knows? Before the end of the year, 2020 ends, and it's going to be game number 34, Fall Classic Baseball, as we, the Cleveland Indians, host the Minnesota Twins here in game number 34. 34, yeah, there we go. There is. Oh, yes, that was a big yawn. Look at that. 2 wins in a row, 9-1 and 3-1 against the Twins. Let's see how we do and see if we can take another one against the Twins here. It's going to be Trevor Bauer and Tyler Duffy. Let's see what kind of day Trevor Bauer is going to have. We're going to look at the split number here, and that is a 9. He's going to have a B day. Trevor Bauer, B day. And Tyler Duffy. He's going to have, Trevor Duffy, Tyler Duffy is not going to have that great a day. He's going to have a C day. Let's see if that comes into play as we get ready to rock and roll here in Sunday, May 15th. And we are ready to rock and roll here. Joe Mauer, DH. Eduardo Nunez is short. Snow at third. Bung Hope Park at first. Eduardo Arcia, right field. Jorge Polanco in second base. Eddie Rosario in left. Juan Centeno is the catcher. And Danny Santana in center field. And, of course, Tyler Duffy pitching, the right-hander. For the Indians, it's going to be Carlos Santana at first, Jason Kipnis at second, Francisco Lindor at short, Mike Napoli is at DH, Jose Ramirez in left field, Juan Uribe in third, Tyler Nyquin in center field, Chris Jimenez catching today, and Michael Martinez, the right fielder, and of course, Trevor Bauer, right-hander, pitching for the Indians. Let's get our... There we go. And make it a little bit smaller. That way you guys can see the players. Alrighty, there we go. So here we go for our look at game number 34. So far on the season, Trevor Bauer is 2-0, pitched 25 and a third innings, given up 20 hits, 3 home runs, 4 runs, 2 walks, 25 strikeouts, a 1.42 ERA, and a whip of .07. He will be facing off against Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer is only batting .200, 12 walks, 33 strikeouts, and let's get this game on the way. Of course, we're going to be using our online dice roller here. And, of course, we're going to be using replay computer baseball to keep track of everything. And away we go here. Top of the first. And, of course, 55 right off the bat. And that is going to be a single by Joe Mauer back up the middle. That's going to be a good one into center field. And Nyquin gets it in quickly and holds him to a leadoff single. But he is going to get a plus on that. So he's going to actually try to steal. His stolen base is a 20. Now, we need to see how does that compare to our catcher today, which is Jimenez. He has an average arm, so no adjustments. So, Joe Power with the split of 2, and I believe that's going to be a stolen base. Joe Mauer, right. He gets a single, and then he gets a stolen base. There we go. So Joe Mauer's on second with nobody out to start this game off. And we go to Eduardo Nunez. Runner at second, and that is a 46. That's going to be a ballpark check right off the bat. 7 is going to be foul ball here in Cleveland. So we're going to do it all over again. Oh, it's going to be a wild pitch check against Bauer. Bauer has got a 1-11. That is a 14, so no wild pitch. So let's see if we can get an actual play out of this one. 44, and that's going to be a single by Nunez. And that is going to be an infield single. Runner will hold at third. So runners at the corners. Runners at the corners for Minnesota. Still nobody out. Cleveland will play back. Go for the double play. They'll give up the out. Miguel Sano is up. Don't you Sano? It's runners at first and third. At another ballpark, 9. And that one is going to be a foul ball as well. Let's see if we can get a decent roll here, guys. Runners at first and third. Nunez at first. Mauer's at third. And here comes the pitch. And that is a 61 on Bauer. And that is a strikeout. Big strikeout there. Double play will get him out of the inning. Bung Ho Park is up. And runners at first and third. One away. We're going to do an error check on the second baseman. That's Kipnis. Kipnis is a... Jason Kipnis, error of 4. That is an error of 3. And that is going to be one base error on the E4 on Kipnis. Once again, run's going to score. Runners at first and second now. Still no one out here in the top of the first. And here comes the pitch. It is a 13, and that will be a... Let's see, this is Arcia. 13 is a strikeout. So Trevor Bauer comes back with another strikeout. And Jorge Polanco, 2 outs and 2 men on. 63, and that will be an out. Ground out to the catchers. So we're going to call that a 2-3 put out. And that's going to do it. But the Twins pick up a run on 2 hits and 1 error. We will go to the bottom of the first. Philip, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Philip Reynolds in the house here, down in front row here in Cleveland to watch this game. Well, it's going to be Carlos Santana, Tyler Duffy pitching, and that is a 25. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field, and making the catch out there will be Arcia. And that brings up Jason Kipnis. 12 for Kipnis, and that is another strikeout for Kipnis. Francisco Lindor, 299 average. It's dropped a little bit in the last few games, but he does have 4 home runs. 11 walks, 28 strikeouts on the season so far for Lindor. Base is empty. And Lindor is going to get a base hit, and that is going to be in the gap into center field. Santana is going to track it down and hold Lindor to a single. So 2 out single by Lindor. Ordered your next game today. What's going to be your next game, Philip? So runner at first is Lindor, Mike Napoli, which leads the team with 12 home runs, 26 RBIs, 12 walks, 36 strikeouts, 224 average. Runner at first is Lindor, and here comes the pitch, and that is in there, called 3. It's called third strike. We go to the second. Still 1-0 Twins. And that brings up Eddie Rosario. Eddie on the 36, and that will be a fly out, and it's going to Martinez in right field. Juan Centeno, and base is empty. He's got a hold of one there, and that is going to be in the gap. That's over Nyquin's head. It takes a big hop off the wall, and he's going towards second, and here comes the throw. It's offline, and in there with a double is going to be Centeno. And that brings up Danny Santana. Runner at second, 1 away. 35 will be a single off of Trevor Bauer. And single is going to be to center field. And we're going to find out if Centeno he's actually a slow runner, so he will not score on the single. So runners at the corners again for the Twins with 1 away. Joe Mauer up. Runners at first and third. Strat Football 2017. Oh, nice, Philip. Sounds like a lot of fun. And here comes the pitch. 21. That is going to be an out X. And it's going to be ground ball to the pitcher. Bauer spin and throws Lindor. Lindor guns it to Santana. And that is going to be a 1, 2, 6 to 3 double play, and just what the doctor ordered right there. Holy cow. Robbie Wartburg's in the house as well. Thank you, Robbie, for coming on by. In honor of Dallins. Okay. So we are in the bottom of the second, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Jose Ramirez, 24 for Ramirez, and that's going to be a fly out. High fly ball. Center field, Santana will make the catch. Juan Uribe. And that's going to be a range check on the third baseman, Sano. Sano's going to have a range of 13, so he's going to make that. It's only a 2. So he's going to make an easy play there. Good to see you still have PC Replay Baseball. Yes, I do. He was a big Eagles fan. Oh, I got it. Okay. So that brings up Nyquin here in 2 outs. Bases are empty. And Nyquin is going to get a high shot and Arcia in left field. And that is, outside his glove. And he's not going to be able to get that one. It's going to bounce and hit the wall. And it's going to be a ground rule double as that one bounces right over the wall for Tyler Nyquin. And that brings up Chris Jimenez for the Tribe. Jimenez waits on the pitch, runner at second. 34, and that's going to be a base hit single off of Duffy. And it's going to right field. Runner on second will score. If they're an F or an A runner, and Nyquin is an A runner, he will score. It didn't matter because if there was 2 outs, everyone will score anyways. And there is 2 outs. So that is going to be a single. And coming around to score is Nyquin. And this game is all tied up. RBI single by Chris Jimenez. In real life, he had 11 RBIs in 55 games. Michael Martinez, runner at first, 2-way. And that is going to be a 45. And that is going to be a check for a wild pitch. And that is a wild pitch. And that is going to send us to another chance here as Jimenez gets to second on the wild pitch. And this time it is going to be a base hit single. And runner on second. Assist chance at home. Assist chance at home for the left fielder. That is Rosario. Eddie Rosario. I got to bring my sheets up here so I can see him a little better. Eddie Rosario. He's got an assist rating of 4. So we're going to look at the risk assist rating 1 to 4. He's going to get him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is a 3. He's going to nail him at the plate on the single. We're going to have to detail this one. And it went to left field to the catcher, and he will be out at home. So Martinez with the big hit, but thrown out by the left fielder. And it stays 1-1. Go Tribe, says RJL. What's going on, my friend? So we're in the top of the third, and it is Nunez. 1-1 is your score, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. That was a nice slider in there. Broke like 6 inches outside the zone. That was a swing and a miss. Miguel Sano. And Sano will swing and miss as well. And that one looks like it foul tipped right into Jimenez's glove. And it's 2 quick outs there for Trevor Bauer. Bungho Park here in the top of the third. And bases are empty. It's going to be a fly ball. It's going to be hit to Martinez out in right field. We're going to roll against his error rating for Martinez. Where are you? And Michael Martinez has an error rating of 0. So he's going to make the catch out there in right field. And that's going to do it for the top of the third. We will go to the bottom of the third. And it's Carlos Santana. Santana's having a pretty good season for the Tribe. 273 average. He's got 4 bombs, 21 walks, and 23 strikeouts. So he was walked almost as much as he is struck out, which is in nowadays baseball, and even in 2016, that is pretty darn good. So Santana with the bases empty here, starting off the bottom of the third, and that is going to be a 3-3, and that, my friends, is going to be another walk. So Santana on board with another walk. And it brings up Jason. Let me just double check that. 33 single on a 1. Everything else is a walk. So that brings up Jason Kipnis with nobody out. And Kipnis and runner first. And that's going to be a 1-1. And that is a 4. And that is going to be back-to-back walks given up by Duffy. And they got some activity out there in the bullpen for the Twins. Tyler Duffy does not look like he has his good stuff today. 2-man on, nobody out for Jason Kipnis. And this could be trouble as Kipnis has got a .304 average, 11 walks, 28 strikeouts, 4 home runs for the Tribe. And runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch. It is going to be a ballpark check. 4 on the ballpark. Where's my card? Now, here's my card. A 4. And that is going to be hit in the gap. And that one's going to roll all the way to the wall. And that is going to be, hold at third. If there's 2 outs, scores F runner. So this one is going to be held up on the double. At third is Kipnis, but Santana will come in to score, and the Tribe take their first lead of the game. Runners is second and third, and Francisco Lindor's up. And this might be it for Tyler Duffy. They have got to get it out here. Defense is going to play in. Defense in. Runners is second and third. Only nobody out. 42. And that is going to be a walk. And that will be it for Tyler Duffy as he cannot get out of the third inning. I think that's going to be it for Tyler Duffy. And it looks like they're going to be breaking a change here. Duffy out. And it looks like the Twins are going to bring in, it's going to be Tonkin. It's going to be Tonkin here, if I can find his card. Michael Tonkin for the Twins. Let's see what kind of day Michael Tonkin's going to have. 2. Oh, he's going to come in and have a nice outing here. Michael Tonkin for the Twins comes in, makes a replacement here in the third inning. And it's bases loaded, nobody out for the Tribe. And it's going to be Jose Ramirez coming up against Michael Tonkin. Bases loaded, nobody out here. Bases are loaded. And that is going to be a 1-12 strikeout. That is a 6 swing and a miss. He struck out Ramirez. That brings up Juan Uribe. Bases still loaded, only 1 out. Defense is going to go back. They're going to give up a run, but they need double play right now. And this is a 25, and that is going to be a ground out to short. It's going to be a fielder's choice at second, a strong arm shortstop. That's Nunez. Eduardo Nunez is a strong arm, and that is a 6-4-3 twin killing there. And that's just what the doctor ordered as Uribe hit it right at the shortstop. Flips it over, starts that double play, and killing me. And they were not playing in, so it's not going to be a single. So we go to the top of the fourth. It is 2-1 in favor of the Tribe. Arcia is up, and that is going to be a 2-2, and that is a swing and a miss by Arcia. Polanco's up, and that is going to be a... he's going to go from the left-hand side. That's going to be a 3U as Santana takes it to the bag himself. Eddie Rosario for the Tribe. And that is going to be called a third strike there. That was a tongue twister. Called third strike. And Rosario doesn't like the call from the home plate umpire. And we are headed to the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-1 ball game here in Cleveland. Tyler Nyquin up. And that is going to be against a right-hander. That is going to be a single since he's a left-hander. And Tonkin is a right-hander. So that is going to be a base hit single for Nyquin. And that brings up Jimenez with the runner at first. Nobody out. 61, and that one is in there. Fastball, 96 mile an hour as he blew that right by Jimenez. Could not pull the trigger on that one. Let's see if the Twins can get out of another jam here in the bottom of the fourth. Michael Martinez, and he will swing and foul tip that into Centeno's glove for another strikeout by the pitcher, Tonkin. And so with 2 outs now, the Tribe trying to get something going, and you got your man up, Carlos Santana, and he will once again take another walk. Again, he has got 23 walks and 23 strikeouts now with this walk, so he has equaled his number of outs, or as many walks as he does have strikeouts so far in this season. Wow, amazing eye there. Nothing like playing my own game out in a 1962 stretch drive replay while watching a game on YouTube. Good rolling for all in 2021. Yes, sir. Sounds good. So he's playing 1962 while he's listening to 2016. Awesome. I don't know how you do it, my friend. I couldn't keep track of what was going on if I was listening to somebody else. That's for sure. So runners are first and second. Tonkin against Kipnis. Kipnis is a lefty, though. They're gotta eat up some innings here, so they're gonna leave him in there. So runners at first and second to 2-way, and that is a swing and a miss by Kipnis, and just what the doctor ordered once again for the Twins. They get themselves in trouble, and this is one of these games that Indians are gonna lose, and we're gonna look back and all the opportunities they had in the second, third, and fourth innings, and they only ended up getting 2 runs out of that. Bauer's having a pretty good day so far. He's got no walks and 6 strikeouts. And it's going to be Centeno up first for the Twins. And that is going to be a fly ball, and that's headed out to Ramirez in left field for the out. And that brings up Danny Santana. We had 3 different Santanas in yesterday's game. We had Carlos Santana, we had Danny Santana, and we also had the Twins pitcher. What was his name? Something Santana. It was... I forget. I don't have his card. But we had, I think there was like 3 different Santanas in yesterday's game, which was weird. Anyways, 1 out, nobody on for Danny Santana. And that is going to be a ground ball hit down to the first baseman. Santana once again standing by the bag. He will just take a few steps to his left for the out. And that brings up Joe Mauer, the leadoff man for the Twins, 2-way here in the top of the 5th. 23, and that will be another ground ball right at Santana. He's been busy down there. And once again, he is a 3U. Like, that is like the 3rd or 4th time we've had a 3U so far in this game. Crazy. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 5th, and it looks like Tonkin is going to be done. Looks like the Twins are going to have to make a change here. And it looks like it's going to be Mayday. Or, you know what? It could be Abad as well. Let's go with, he's a lefty. Let's see. We have a switch hitter. A right-hander and then another switch hitter. So let's go with the righty. That's going to be May. So May's coming in. May, where's my card for the May? Mayday. Irvin Santana, that was the guy's name. I found his card. Irving Santana was in the game, I believe it was yesterday's game with the Twins. It was Irvin Santana, Carlos Santana, and Danny Santana. How many Santanas do you need in one game? All right, let's look at May now. Can we find May? That'd be great. Like seriously, I'm having trouble trying to find this guy's card. Why is that? Where is his card at? Oh, did I already pull him? Let me make sure I didn't already pull his card. Oh yes, I already pulled his card because May actually played in this game. So I try to pull all the players that played in the game and have their cards ready to go so I don't have to spend time looking for them for you guys. And then I spend time looking for them because I forgot I pulled them. So how does that work out? I don't know. Let's see what kind of day May is going to have. Oh no, May is not going to have a great outing either. So it is May coming in. Trevor May. And Trevor May, so far in the season, 22 innings. He's given up 16 hits, 2 home runs, 4 runs, 3 walks, 25 strikeouts, and a 1.64 ERA. Not shabby, my friends. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the greatest day against Francisco Lindor, who's going to do something great. 36. 36 will be a fly out to center field. And that wasn't that great either, was it? Mike Napoli, 41, and that'll be a walk given up by Trevor May. And that brings up Jose Ramirez, runner at first, 1 away. 34, and that's going to be a wild pitch check. May is a 1-18. That is a 9. That is going to be a wild pitch. If it wasn't a wild pitch, it'd be a single. We probably would like the wild pitch. I mean, we probably would take the single over the wild pitch, but Napoli moves up on the wild pitch by Trevor May. That's the second wild pitch by the Twins so far. Let's see here with the runner at second now. Oh, and we got a wild pitch check. And men on base, ball 4. Pitcher disputes call and may get tossed. Roll a D6. On a 1-2, he stays in the game. Pickoff attempt to the lead base. Roll a D6. Out if, blah, 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 blah. Let's see if he stays in the game. 1-2, he stays in the game. So we're going to look at the assist D6. Actually, no, because as soon as I click this, all this information will go away. So I can't do that. I'm going to have to actually roll a die on my desk. Here's a 6-sider. All right, so we'll roll a 6-sider. 1-2, he stays in the game. Pickoff attempt on the lead base. Roll the 5. Nope, he's going to get thrown out. Trevor May gets thrown out after arguing a call. That is a ball 4, so he's going to walk. He's going to walk Ramirez. So does the rest of this play come into effect after he does not stay in the game would be my guess. What do you guys think? It says ball 4, pitcher disputes call and may get tossed. Roll a d6, 1-2, he stays in the game. We roll the 5, so he gets thrown out. Then it says pick off attempt to the lead base. Roll a d6, out if blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say it's going to end right here once he gets thrown out of the game. I think if he stays in the game, then he tries to pick someone off. So that's the way I'm going to play it. You guys let me know how you would play it. So May is out. The reason I would say that this doesn't come into play because obviously, right, if I look at the rest of this text, I can see that if I bring a left-hander in, if I get a left-hander with a strong arm, I'm gonna pick off the runner on a 1-3, which means I would probably, get the pitcher thrown out. Then I bring in a left-hander because that way I would get the pickoff on the rest of the play. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys see what I'm saying. If he stays in the game, then you don't have a choice because you use the pitcher that stays in the game, and then you would compare this to see what kind of hand he had and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to say that Trevor May is thrown out of the game, and that's going to bring up Juan Uribe. And now the Twins, already shorthanded, have got to find another pitcher. And it's going to have to be Dean. Even though he's already tired, it's going to have to be Dean. Because they don't have, you can see, they don't have much left in the bullpen that's not tired. Except for their 9th inning guys. And they're not going to bring in the 9th inning guy in the 5th inning. So, it's going to be up to Pat Dean, even though he's a lefty, to eat up a few innings here. And they could always bring in Akbad, but they want to wait till the lefties come in. And yeah, Dean's not going to be in there long either. Let's see what kind of day he's going to have. A normal day. So runners at first and second. And it's Juan Uribe up, all that. And it's now runners at first and second with 1 out. And this is, oh boy, this is going to be a check on the pitcher's card. And Juan Uribe, coming in, had 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 7 walks, 20 strikeouts. And Pat Dean comes in with the noodle arm and throws one right down the middle. Uribe says, I'll take that, and deposit it out into left center field, and that is gone. A 3-run home run, and that is going to be it for Pat Dean as they go, well, I guess we shouldn't have brought in Mr. Noodle Arm. It could happen after the replacement come in. Yeah, I just don't think so, because if that happens when the replacement pitcher, then why wouldn't I pick a left-handed pitcher with a strong arm to come in and then get that a pretty good chance of getting the next out. So Dean's out, and it looks like it's going to be Akbad coming in. And the 3-run home run by Uribe, that should help. And I am playing this as good as I can for both teams, by the way. But when you're kind of hamstrung on your pitchers, Akbad. Where's Akbad? Do we have Akbad's card? We do not. Let's find Akbad. Akbad, where are you? I saw his card earlier. I was going to get it out. Why didn't I grab it when I saw it? So now I got to go through all these cards to try and find it. And now I can't find his damn... Why can't I find his card? I saw it when I was going through here earlier. Unless I've got cards sticking together, I'm not finding Akbad all of a sudden. Why? I know I saw Akbad. I had his card. Did I send his card out somewhere? That's a possibility too. Let's see. I don't think I sent his card out. Huh. Where's Akbad? I know I saw it. I know I have it. It's a matter of where the hell did I put the damn thing now? There he is. For some reason, I think it was sticking together. All right, so it's Fernando Akbad coming in. 5-1 Tribe, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on, and a 14 will be a strikeout to Nyquin. Chris Jimenez, 32. Oh, we need to roll on, see what kind of day Akbad's going to have. We will keep the 32. Let's see what kind of day, though, is Akbad going to have. He's not going to have a good outing either. 32 will be an out, though, fortunately. And that is going to be a fly ball to left. for the third out. But the Tribe pick up 3 big runs. They're up 5-1 on the Twins. Top of the 6 is Trevor Bauer. Base is empty for Nunez. And that's a pitcher check. 1-5 home run. That is a 14. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Miguel Sano. 33, and that is a 17. That will be a walk given up by Bauer. Bung Ho Park, runner first, 24, and that, if it's a ground ball, is going to be a double play, and he is a right-hander. It's ground ball down to third, and that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. As if it's a ground ball, he's got that X right on the 24, and that is a bad number for Bung Ho Park. 5-4-3, Uribe, Kipnis, Santana. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, just like that. It's just not the Twins' day right now, I'll tell you. They got off to a good start in the top of the 1st, and ever since then, just hasn't gone really well for them. Michael Martinez for the Tribe. Base is empty. He will strike out. And we're back to the top of the order. Santana. And that's a 1-1. And guess what? He has walked 3 times in this game now. He's actually going to have more walks than he has strikeouts on the season. 3 times he's walked today. Jason Kipnis is up, runner at first. 64 will be an out, and that's going to be a pop-up high behind the plate. Centeno throws his mask off, runs back towards the wall, and makes the catch by the netting behind home plate and for the second out. And Francisco Lindor, runner at first. And that will be an out fly ball, and that one's going to go to left field for the out. And we go to the 7th. Trevor Bauer, still going strong. He can actually go 27 batters, so he's still going strong. The Twins with 4 hits so far, and RC is up. 32 is going to be an out on Trevor Bauer. 31 is a single. 34 is a single. 35 is a single. 36 is an out. So 32 and 36 are good numbers. 31, 34, and 35 are bad. And the Twins have hit 32 and 36 every single time. Otherwise, this would be probably a 7-1 Twins lead because they rolled a lot of 30 numbers. But that one is an out, and it's going to be a fly ball to left for the first out. And Jorge Polanco. And 24, that's going to be a left-hander. That's going to be a 3-1 as Bauer racing over. And Eddie Rosario, 2 outs here. 13, swing and a miss. That's like an APA number right there. 13, swing and a miss. We go to the 7th, bottom, stretch time here in Progressive Field. Everyone stretching. And Akmad's already tired, but they've got, like, do they have anyone they can bring in? Let's look at Kinsler and Jespin and see. They can't have 2 closers, right? Let's see. They haven't needed either one of them. If they've been blown out. Kyle Gibson. No, it's Jespin. Sorry. Jespin and Kinsler. Where in the hell are those guys' cards? Oh, did I already pull them again? Jespin, yes. And Jespin only had 7 saves on the season, so it looks like it's going to be Jespin coming in. Kevin Jespin, he's going to have to go 7 and 8 if he can. What kind of day is Jespin going to have? 6. He's going to have a good day. Good outing, at least. I don't know if he'll have a good day, especially with his card. Good Lord. Single on 31, single on 34, single on 35. Better not roll any 30s. Could get ugly. Mike Napoli's up. Bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here in Cleveland. 24. And that will be a 1-13 strikeout. And swing and a miss by Napoli. Jose Ramirez. 43. That will be an out. Fly ball. And that one's going out to center field. And Santana will field that one. And Juan Urime, 2 outs. And a 41 is a walk. Tyler Nyquin, runner first. 31, and I already talked about that. It's going to be a base hit single, runner to third if a weak arm, and then it's going to left field. Eddie Rosario actually does have a weak arm, so that is going to be runners at first and third for Chris Jimenez with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners at first and third. Here comes the pitch. And against the lefty, that's a single. Against the right-hander, that is going to be a ground out to short. So it's going to be a 6-4 put out. And that's going to do it. So the Tribe threaten again. We go to the top of the 8th, and Bauer still going strong against Centano. Base is empty, 13. That is another swing and a miss. Another APA number there, 13 strikeout. It's rolled that quite a few times for the Twins. It's interesting you roll to see what kind of day the pitcher is going to have. Yeah, so they roll a 20-sided dice, so you'll get the split number. On a 1-6, it's a good day. 7-14 is a normal day, and then 15-20 is a C day, or kind of a bad day. So it's Danny Santana up, and Bauer trying to get through the 8th. Let's see if you can do it. 1 strike away from getting it. Oh no, it's an error rating on the pitcher. Bauer error rating is a 0, so he is going to make the play. 1-3 on the putout. Oh, and that was only the second out, so we know we got one more out to get, and it's going to have to be Joe Mauer. Base is empty here in the top of the 8th, and that is going to be a 33, and that is going to be a walk plus. So he's going to walk Bauer, and again, Bauer has got a 20. He was 2 for 2 in steals on the season, and guess what? He's 2 for 2 on the day. So he's going to get both of his good steals in one day outing here as he steals the base. And that's going to be it for Trevor Bauer, who gets a big round of applause from the hometown fan as he heads to the dugout. And coming into pitch is going to be Jabba Chamberlain. Runner at second with 2 outs. And Jabba says, Jabba says, is right, and that is going to be actually a hit by pitch on the 5-5 and the split of 19. 1-8 would be a double, a 9-18 would be a single plus, and a 19 or 20 is a hit by pitch plus. So hit by pitch, unfortunately, he doesn't get to use the plus because second base is currently occupied. So it's runners at first and second now for Sano. Heart of the order coming up for the Twins, and this game is not over yet. It's only 5-1. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Big play here, and it is, oh no. Wild pitcher pass ball check for Jabba Chamberlain, and he is a 1-18 again. That is a 3. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runners are moving up. Oh, Jabba, what are you doing to me now? Come on, let's get this last out. Runners is second and third now with 2 outs. And, that is going to be off the pitcher's card. Jabba Chamberlain, we did not roll for what kind of day Jabba Chamberlain's going to have. And it's going to be a coming off the pitcher card, but it is a split of 18. So it doesn't matter what kind of day he's going to have. If he has an A day, it'd be a 1-5, a B day, 1-4, and a C day, 1-3. So 18 falls outside of all those ranges, so it's just going to be a line out to center field. But we will roll for him now, and a 10 is going to be an average day. All right. So unfortunately, we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it stays 5-1, and it looks like They're going to bring in Kinsler. I think they're going to have to because they got literally nobody else to bring in. Kinsler. Brandon Kinsler. Yep, looks like it's going to have to be Kinsler. It's obviously not a save opportunity, but he's got to come in. They just don't have anybody else to bring in. Everyone else is tired. That's what happens when you have crappy pitchers and the Indians are scoring 8 runs against you every game. So it is Brandon Kinsler, and we have to roll. And Kinsler's going to have a B-Day, which is fine. And we are in the bottom of the 8th, and it is Michael Martinez. Base is empty, 15. And it's going to be a fly ball to center field for the out. Carlos Santana, he's walked how many times? 3 times today. He's got more walks, 24, than strikeouts, 23. Let's see if he can keep it going. 33, and guess what 33 and a split of 4 is? Yes, you guessed it. It is another walk, and I'm not kidding you. 33, single on a 1. Everything else is a walk. That must be the second or third time he's rolled a 33. So that is another walk. That is 4 walks on the day for Carlos Santana. They just don't want to pitch to him, I guess. Jason Kipnis is up, runner first with 1 out. And that is a 55, and that is going to be a double. And it's going to center field. That is Danny Santana. His arm is weak, and coming around to score all the way from first is going to be Santana. As Santana can't throw out Santana. And it is now a 6-1 ball game. Get another insurance run. Francisco Lindor, runner at second with 1 away. And we're doing error rating on the pitcher. Probably not going to be an error. Runner on second. Hit to pitcher. Runner holds, right. So he's going to hold at second. We're going to have to detail this one then. It's going to be ground out. Pitcher to first. And he will hold. All right, so Lindor's out and brings up Mike Napoli. It is 6-1. Runner at second with 2 away now. And a 62 will be an out. And that's going to be a fly out to left. We go to the 9th here for the last game of 2020. Is it going to be a miraculous, unbelievable comeback by the Twins? And it is 6-1 Java Chamberlain against Bung Ho Park. The pitch, it's going to be error check on Kipnis again. Good Lord, I think he's a 14. No, I'm sorry, he's an E4. That's right. So that's not an error of 12. So he will be good play there by Kipnis. No error on him. And Oswaldo Arcia, 2 outs remaining in this one. 31, and that's going to be a 1-12 single. That is a split of 5, so that will be a single by Arcia. Jorge Polanco with the runner at first. That is a 61, swing and a miss, and the Twins are down to their last out. It's up to Eddie Rosario for the Twins to keep things alive here in game number 34 of the season for the Indians. And the pitch, runner at first. 46 is a ballpark check. 10, 10, 10. Where's my ballpark? 10 is going to be hit high. It's going down. It's going to be gone. And it is, no, it hooks foul of the foul pole. That is not gone. That's a foul ball. We do it all over again. No nilly. Thought he had one, but it's hooked just left of that foul pole. Or actually just right of the foul pole since he's hitting it down the right field line. 2 outs, runner at first. 33, this is not over. That's going to be a base hit. Single in the right field, runner on first. There will be an assist chance at third if there's 1 out. No, otherwise holds at second. So he will actually just hold on the single. And that puts up Juan Centano. And I think they might be pulling, see here, Centano. I have all righties. And Centano is a left-hander, and Jabba Tamerlan is a righty, so they're not going to replace the lefty with the righty. Centano did bat 261. He doesn't have much power, but they need base runners anyways. So, 2 men on, runners are first and second. Can Jabba Chamberlain end this for us, please? 13. Yes, he can. That is a swing and a miss. And this one belongs to the Tribe. Trevor Bauer improves to 3-0 on the season. Tyler Duffy drops to 0-3. The MVP of this one, Trevor Bauer, with the win. And let's autoplay the rest of today and see what happened in today's action. So it was in 10 innings, Detroit beat Baltimore 9-6. That's not good for us because Detroit's in our division. Happy New Year, Robbie. Good to have you come on by. Appreciate it. Houston takes out Boston 5-4. Cleveland gives up 1 run for the 3rd time in a row. They've only given up 1 run to Minnesota. I think we won 7-1, 3-1, and 6-1, or something like that. And it's 3 wins in a row. In 11 innings, Kansas City beats Atlanta. In New York, the White Sox. Oh no, the White Sox keep winning. Golly. They beat the Yankees 6-2. Seattle 2-0 over the Angels. Oakland doubles up Tampa Bay 4-2. Toronto beats Texas 5-3. In the National League, it was Arizona doubling up San Francisco 4-2 at home. The Schmubs blank the Pirates 10-0. Colorado 6-0 over the Mets. St. Louis beats the Dodgers 7-5, as they should. In 13 innings, San Diego takes care of Milwaukee 7-5. Exciting game out there. Philadelphia 4-1 over Cincinnati. And in Washington, they finally lose their 8th game of the season. They drop it 3-0 to Miami. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Nationals are the only team that have lost single-digit losses so far. They are 30-8 on the season, and I think they had won like 6 or 7 in a row coming into that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. So they finally lose again. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They won 7 out of 8 games before that one, and now they lost finally. So they are finally lost their 8th game of the season, but they still lead the division by 8.5 games. And in the Central Division, St. Louis 7 games back of the Schmubs. And in the West, it's all tied again. The Dodgers and San Francisco going back and forth and back and forth. In the American League, we are now tied with the White Sox. That's why it was no good that the White Sox beat the Yankees. Houston is now up on Los Angeles by 2 games. The Angels have been winning that division up until just recently. So, play of the day was Yadier Molina. And it took place between St. Louis and the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. Top of the 9th, St. Louis batting. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and they're trailing 5-4. Yadier Molina doubles, driving in 3 runs. Oh, that's awesome. And the game of the day was the Cardinals and Dodgers game. And in the American League, it is East. It is Baltimore still winning the division by half a game over Toronto. Boston 2 back and Tampa Bay 2.5 back. Just like 4 days ago, it was all Baltimore, Toronto, Boston, and Tampa Bay were all tied for the league division lead. Now there's a little bit of separation there, not much. Baltimore is winning the division with Toronto in 2nd. Who would have thunk that? That's crazy in 2016. Anyways, we are done with Minnesota. What happens now, you might ask? That's a great question. Let's look at our schedule. So, Cincinnati. We play 2 at home against Cincinnati, and then we go on the road and play Cincinnati twice. The interleague matchup, that should make Dave Little happy. He's a big Cincinnati Red fan. So, Cleveland, Cincinnati coming up next time. 2 at home, 2 on the road, and then we take it on the road for, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row 2 at Cincinnati, 3 at Boston, 4 at the White Sox. What a road trip this is going to turn out to be. But we got 2 at home first, so I got to get these Cincinnati cards out. We can put the Minnesota cards away for a little while, and that's good. Thank you, Robbie. Have a happy new year, everyone out there. RJL, Philip Reynolds, Robbie Wartburg, SDGAKATBK. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but thank you coming by. Thank you for the info. We'll see you next time as the Cleveland Indians take care of the Minnesota Twins 3 in a row with victories 3-1, 9-1, 6-1, all at home. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, guys. RJL, have a great and happy new year. Stay safe, my friend. And we'll continue watching and looking forward to your inside pitch next game with the Cardinals against the Mets. See you guys. Have a good night.